Hi everybody. How are you doing? Are you ready to do your speak out exercises? My name is Samantha Allenderry. I'm a speech language pathologist and the founder of Parkinson Voice Project. We're going to have a great speech workout today. Parkinson Voice Project is a nonprofit speech therapy clinic. We're located in Richardson, Texas, which is a suburb of Dallas. Our mission is to help you and everyone with Parkinson's preserve your speech and your swallowing. Did you know that speech and swallowing are connected? They're the same muscles. So speech therapy for people with Parkinson's is about so much more than just being heard and understood. It is about protecting your swallowing too. All right, we're going to go through the 6 speak out exercises. First, we need to take a sip of water. We are talking about self-awareness and intent, especially intent today. It's so important for people with Parkinson's. So let's be aware, self-aware, as we take a sip of water, as we move our cup to our mouth and swallow with intent. I have a lot I want to go over with you today, and we also had some very big questions come in. So let's go ahead and get these strengthening exercises out of the way first. The first exercise is called the warm-up. You must warm up your voice with Parkinson's, just like a musician will warm up their instrument. The program is called Speak Out because I want you to throw your voice across the room. Get it away from here. Parkinson's wants to bring it all in here. I want you to speak out and be confident. Here we go with intent. May, me, my, mo, moo. We are controlling our speech. So be very deliberate as you say every sound and throw it across your room. Here we go. May, me, my, mo, moo. You notice how I took a breath in there? Take a breath whenever you need it. Don't think about the breathing. Just think about speaking out, getting your voice in front of you. Let's do it again. May, me, my, mo, moo. Look across your room. What do you see? Do you see the television set? Do you see the doorway? A picture hanging on the wall? Do you see a window? I want you to throw your voice across the room. Here we go. May, me, my, mo, moo. If your voice sounds gravelly, that was one question that came up. It said, what do you do when your voice gets gravelly at the end of the warm-ups? If it's gravelly and it doesn't hurt, that's the key. For most people with Parkinson's, a gravelly voice, it really doesn't hurt. I want you to speak out more. Lift your voice, throw it across the room, and I bet it will clear up. Let's do it again. May, me, my, mo, moo. The voice with Parkinson's becomes gravelly when you relax your breathing muscles, your breath support for speech. So the muscles aren't strong enough, and so they kind of relax, and then you end up with a gravelly voice. So you've got to build up the muscle strength and speak out. When you speak out, you're expanding your lungs. You're strengthening all the muscles that you use for speaking and swallowing. Let's go ahead and take a sip of water with intent. Be aware of what you're doing. That's so important with Parkinson's. It's also important when you have 1,000 people watching you online. You bet I don't want to drop this water or start coughing while I'm drinking it. So I'm having to be very aware of what I'm doing too. Okay. Second speak out exercise is the ah. For the ah, we are coordinating our breathing muscles with the vocal folds. The coordination has to be just right in order to get the sound to be strong and to be consistent, not to be trailing off, not to sound breathy, not to sound gravelly. Say ah, throw your voice across the room. Here we go. Takes a lot of coordination to do that, and dopamine helps to coordinate our movements for speech. And so it becomes difficult to coordinate it, and what we're doing now is we're forcing it to work the way that we want it to work, not the way that Parkinson's wants it to work. Let's do another ah, throw it across the room. Ah. That's right. Your voice is going to work the way you want it to work. Let's do it again. Again. We're strengthening the muscles that we use for speaking and swallowing. We've got to strengthen the muscles, and then we need to use intent. That's how we keep our speech and swallowing. Let's do another ah. Project it forward. Ready? Ah. Again, Parkinson's wants to make everything small. It wants to draw it in this way. This is why our program is called Speak Out. When you speak out, you take a deeper breath. Your vocal folds work better. You move your mouth more. You have better facial expression. You sit up straighter. So don't think about all those things separately. Just tell yourself, I've got to speak out. All right, let's go ahead and take a sip of water with intent, and then we'll move on to the glides. Anytime the voice gets gravelly, if it doesn't hurt, you've got to speak out more. Lift your voice and throw it forward to make it clear. Don't let it be gravelly. If your voice sounds gravelly, it means that something's not working right. It's probably the coordination between the respiratory muscles and your vocal folds. So you're going to force your voice to come out clear. Again, as long as the throat doesn't hurt. If it hurts, you've got to talk to your therapist. All right, for the glide, you're going to project an ah forward with intent. And then you're slowly going to glide up and down. Here we go. Ah. Stop. Go up, okay, as high as you can, but don't go into falsetto. Go back down and end about where you started. Don't think about that too much, but I don't want you to keep going down lower, lower, and lower because it puts too much tension on the vocal tract. We don't want to hurt your voice. All right, throw another ah forward. Stop. This should not sound pretty. It should not sound like singing. You're using intent. Ready? Stop. when you get to the top, make sure that you stop all the way. We want everything to settle. In fact, I might wait just a little bit longer before we go down so that you have enough time. Okay, stop all the way. Let's do it again. Stop. Close your mouth. Relax. When you go down, the sound is in front of you. Listen to me. Do it with me. Start high. Ready? Not the best one on my part, but that's okay. As you go down, it's getting stronger and it ends in front of you. Do it again with me. Let's start high. Good. Let's take a sip of water and then we'll do one more with intent. Pick up your cup with intent from now on. I want you to do everything with intent, not just speaking with intent. I want you to live with intent. Very important. Intent for people with Parkinson's is about so much more than just having a positive attitude. You are actually activating a different part of the brain, a different motor system that is not as dependent on dopamine, and that's why it works. So I want you to think about being deliberate and intentional in every single thing that you do, from turning on the TV remote, turning on the TV with the remote, texting with your phone, putting on your seatbelt when you get in the car. You're going to incorporate intent into everything that you do. Let's do one more glide. Project the eye forward. Ready? Stop all the way. Good. For the ahs and the glides, we've been coordinating the respiratory muscles with the vocal folds. Now we're going to add the third system, the articulatory system, and we're going to coordinate all three. Before we start with regular words, that's the reading, we start with easy words, what we call rote responses, which is counting. Counting is easier than the reading, so we're moving up the hierarchy. All right, I want you to throw every number across the room, hit the wall, or make it fly out the window. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Every sound with intent. Make sure that you're connecting. I like to go actually up and over. So you're lifting and connecting. 1, 2. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop. 5, 6, 7, 8. Lift your voice. 9, 10, 11, 12. Get it in front of you. 13, 14, 15, 16. We do not want it here, and we do not want chanting. We don't want 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 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 no. It's 1 in front of you. Do it with me. We'll stop after every 4. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4 in front of you. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. You see, we're speaking out the whole time. I hope that you feel that you're getting a good workout. I know I am. Let's take a sip of water with intent. Think about what you are doing. Yesterday I told you I've been playing this game with myself, and I did it again this morning, where I do things for 16 minutes. I want to explain something about that. It's kind of a silly game, but I set my timer on for 16 minutes and I do a certain activity. So this morning I exercised again for 16 minutes. Then I did some other type of work for 16 minutes, and then I cleaned some of the house for 16 minutes before I came into the clinic. What's really happening when I do that? When I do that, I'm using intent. That's why it's so successful. For those 16 minutes, I'm laser focused on whatever I'm doing. If I'm exercising, I'm working hard. You know, if I'm doing laundry, I'm concentrating on that one activity. This is so valuable for people with Parkinson's. I'm not saying that you need to set a timer for 16 minutes. You can do whatever you want. I'm just saying that for productivity and getting things done, when we are laser focused, we get more done. So it's just it's kind of like when we do the ahs. Do you notice when we, at Parkinson Voice Project, we used to hold the ah out. We used to tell people, hold the ah out as long as you can. And it was Dr. Daniel R. Boone that said, no, 10 seconds only. Why 10 seconds? Because you're not going to speak probably more than 10 seconds worth on one breath. But the more important reason is that when you do it for just 10 seconds, you are focused, you are concentrating, and also it's achievable. For some people, 10 seconds might be a long time. Maybe it's hard, but for most people, 10 seconds is achievable, just like my 16 minutes is achievable, if that makes sense. So that's really important. All right, I'm going to pull up the reading. Hold on 1 second. We're going to do the reading. Now this is the next part. Let me make this bigger for you. We're talking about using intent. I'm going to, hold on just 1 second. I'm also going to get rid of this up here. Give us some more room. Okay. All right. We're talking about using intent. Yes, intent is about being proactive. All right. But being focused. Let's read this with intent. Whenever you see the red words, I want you to exaggerate those, stretch them out. When we do that, we force ourselves to use more intent. We have to do something different. Here we go. Ready? These are some poems I found online. Ready? The universe doesn't give you what you ask for with your thoughts. Say that again. The universe doesn't give you what you ask for with your thoughts. It gives you what you demand with your actions. Who wrote this? Say it with intent. That's right. Say his name. Say the author's name again with more intent. Speak out. Who wrote that poem? You got it. Let's read it again now. We're activating the respiratory, phonatory, the vocal folds, and the articulatory systems with intent. Here we go. The universe doesn't give you what you ask for with your thoughts. It gives you what you demand with your actions. Who wrote that poem? Did you use your best voice? Let's do the next one. This is a poem called Intention. Ready? Intention. Get clear. Laser your focus. Declare your intentions. Clarity and fierce intention are a killer combo. I love it. I like it. Let's do it again. Read it with intent. Get clear. Laser your focus. Declare your intentions. Clarity and fierce intention are a killer combo. I love it. Take a sip of water. All right, exaggerate the words in red. When we do that, we force ourselves to think about what we're doing and to use more intent. I need you to throw your voice across the room. Hit the wall, make your voice fly out the window. That's the only way to exercise the speech and swallowing muscles. Here we go. Keep your thoughts positive because your thoughts become your words. Read it again. Think about every word with intent flying across the room. Ready? Keep your thoughts positive because your thoughts become your words. Next. Keep your words positive because your words become your behavior. Next. Keep your behavior positive because your behavior becomes your habits. Ready? Keep your habits positive because your habits become your values. Ready? Keep your values positive because your values become your destiny. Who wrote that? Say it with intent. Say the name again with even more intent. Who wrote it? Very good. As you're reading, you should feel that you're working pretty hard. Okay, I'm moving up. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. Okay, we're going to do some cognitive practice right now. All right, so we do reading to strengthen the muscles, and then we do cognitive. What do you see? Name it with intent. I want you to name other household pets with intent. Throw your voice forward. Name other pets, other types of animals that would be good household pets. Go ahead. Think about what you're doing. You're using intent. This is your best voice. You're going to use this for your spouse, especially. They love to hear your great voice. What is this picture? Say it with intent. Name other wild animals with intent. Lift your voice. Throw it forward. What are some other wild animals? All right, here's one. What is this? Say it with intent. All right, I want you to name other instruments with intent. Throw them across the wall. Hit the wall. Name other instruments. Do you play an instrument? Did you say that with intent? I do that all the time to my loud crowd. Was that your intentional voice? Tell me again, do you play an instrument? What instrument do you play? Is there an instrument you wish you played? Did you say that with intent? I hope so. I played the piano growing up. Okay, there was a question. I need to show you something. I need to take you to our website to show you. So there was a question online. Somebody asked, my wife has lived with Parkinson's for almost 7 years now. As these symptoms progress, she is having difficulty to speak out. She's losing the strength to speak fluently. She's been taking the online sessions with Samantha and Michelle. Her progress is slow. I'm interested to know how she can better improve her speech. I also looked at your website, and there's so much there, I don't know where to start. So first of all, every person with Parkinson's needs to be working one-on-one with a speech-language pathologist. I cannot stress that enough. These home practice, what I'm doing with you is your home practice. I'm here to help you maintain your speech. I'm here to help you learn how to do the exercises in the best way. But working with me is not enough because I can't hear you. I don't know exactly what your problem is, so you've got to work with a therapist. So number one, let me show you this. Right here, this orange tab on the right, okay? On the right, that is find a speak out provider in your area. Go to that page, type in your zip code. If you're outside of the U.S., look over here on the right side. It says search international providers. Those are separated by country because we don't have as many. On the left side, put in your zip code, look for a therapist. If you have trouble finding somebody, then just call our office and we'll see if we can help you. Next, this green button, click here to register. It says Parkinson's webinar and information session. You must attend this. Everybody needs to attend this. I conduct it once a month, and if you've attended it before or you attended it in our clinic before COVID, you've got to attend it probably at least once a year. All right? Middle button, the lecture series, the purple button. I'm going to click on this. Let me show you what this is. We have hosted several presentations about various topics with Parkinson's. November is National Caregiver Month. Well, there is a lecture here on the right side for caregivers. It was conducted by Connie Finney. There's all different kinds of lectures. It depends what problems you're having. If you're thinking about having deep brain stimulation, then you can check out one of the lectures. There is a wonderful lecture here on the right side on swallowing disorders. This therapist is wonderful. She's from the Netherlands. She did a great lecture on swallowing. So just check it out. There's over 20 lectures. I do need to mention our virtual choir. This is where you click to do that. And I do need, because we are in holiday challenge mode, I want to show you this. This is up at the far right, our donate button. Donate button, please. We need your help. We're a long way from our goal. We've got to raise $1 million. We only have a month and a half to do it and once we raise $1 million, we're going to receive an extra $500,000. Okay, so check out the website. You can look how to donate online, donate stocks, IRA, charitable rollover. All right, now we're going to go back to our bonus reading. Actually, before we do that, let's do Dr. Boone's words. Okay? All right, ready? Throw every word across the room. We'll do each one 3 times. Gula gun ga ga. Gula gun ga ga. Gula gun ga ga. The next one. Ku ka mangu ka. Ku ka mangu ka. Ku ka mangu ka. Come on, with intent. Throw it. Gangla. 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 Last one. Kukla. 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 Oh my God. gosh, I went over today. I'm usually better about this, but you know what? We're going to go ahead. If you can stay with me, we're going to go ahead and do the bonus reading. All right? We're going to use intent. That's the key. All right, if you're new to us, the bonus reading, we don't stop as much. We're going to read all the way through. And your ultimate goal for everybody is to have the strength and endurance to read for 3 to 5 minutes with lots of intent. If you can get to the point where you can read with high energy for 3 to 5 minutes, believe me, your conversational speech will get so much better. All right, across the room, here we go. Bonus reading. You can achieve anything in life. All you have to do is believe. Never let negative thoughts cloud your mind. Put your best foot forward so you can succeed. The journey is never an easy one. You may take a tumble before you rise. Always maintain your inner focus. Do your very best so you can strive. Who wrote that poem? Say it with intent. Download the reading material. You can download it. It's at the bottom of the chat feature at the end of every session, and it stays there till nearly midnight, okay? 12 a.m. Central Time. That poem was short, so if you want to do 3 to 5 minutes, you just repeat it. You can read it forwards and backwards, but your goal is to read with high energy for 3 to 5 minutes. Thank you for joining me. If you have any suggestions for reading our cognitive exercises, send them to me at intent@parkinsonvoiceproject.org. And thank you to everybody who has already contributed to the holiday challenge. Thank you so much. I encourage everybody else to do that. And if you're on Facebook, think about hosting a Facebook fundraiser. We receive 100% of the donations. Facebook doesn't take any cut from that. It's a great way to educate people and to help us reach the holiday challenge.